100 soldiers with only one hand. 1945, World War II. From mid-1944, the tides of war were changing for the Japanese army in Burma. Commanded by General Sir William Slim, Chindic guerrillas, American troops and Chinese troops forced the Japanese forces into a state of constant retreat. For almost a year, fighting continued across the boundless jungles of Burma. One unit that saw a lot of action in Burma was the 4th Battalion of the 8th Gurkha Rifles. They were part of the 89th Indian Brigade who were ordered in the spring of 1945 to make a maneuver across the Irrawaddy River to cut the route of the Japanese forces towards Taungdaw. As always, the Gurkhas were the first in. It was May 12, 1945, when the 4th Battalion arrived at the village of Taungdaw and established camp. As most of the unit fell asleep, small forward positions were established to protect the camp from surprise attacks. During the night, 200 Japanese soldiers decided to surprise the Gurkhas and to break their way towards Taungdaw. The first line of defense they encountered was a small trench manned by Lachhiman Gurung and 2 other soldiers. This trench was positioned on the jungle road that led straight to the camp. If Gurung's position was overrun, the entire camp would have been endangered. At 1:20 a.m., Japanese grenades started to fall on Gurung's trench. Gurung managed to grab the first bomb that fell in the trench and threw it back. He did the same with the second, but was too late for the third. It dropped right in front of the trench, and as Gurung lunged to grab it, it exploded right in his hand when he tried to throw it back. His right hand was severely damaged. Fingers were blown off and his entire hand was shattered. Burning shrapnel pounded his face, body, and right leg. 2 other soldiers were also badly wounded and put completely out of action. But not Gurung. He took out his kukuri knife, stuck it in front of his trench, and yelled at the enemy, promising them that not one of them would pass by his knife. Without his right hand and bleeding all over the place, Gurung continued to fight. He took his bolt-action Lee Enfield and started to shoot at Japanese soldiers who were trying to rush the position. They were welcomed by the now one-handed Gurung, who yelled, "Come and fight a Gurkha!" Using only his left hand to reload and fire a rifle, Gurung was waiting for every single Japanese soldier that approached his trench to shoot them. For 4 entire hours, Gurung was holding his position alone, killing every enemy soldier that came close to him. As he saw it, he was about to die anyway, so he decided to go out with a fight. Being a Gurkha, backing down was not an option. Early in the morning, his comrades relieved Gurung, who had lost a lot of blood. 31 Japanese soldiers lay dead in front of his spot. His efforts inspired other soldiers to hold off waves of Japanese attacks for another 2 nights and 3 days. For his gallantry, Lachhiman Gurung was awarded with the Victoria Cross by the Viceroy of India, Lord Louis Mountbatten, at a parade at the Red Fort in Delhi on December 19, 1945. Lachhiman Gurung's actions in combat were an example of the bravery and commitment Gurkhas demonstrated during the Second World War. Even though he had lost his sight in his right eye and lost his right hand, Gurung would continue to serve with the 8th Gurkhas. After completing his service in 1947, he returned to his village in Nepal to become a farmer. On December 12, 2010, Lachhiman Gurung died at the age of 92. Subscribe and click the notification bell for more World War II videos.